Like many people, we were all told you have to use sunscreen to protect your skin from the sun to prevent sunburn and skin cancer. My prior experience from using sunscreen about 5 years ago, I actually got vitiligo. There's a little bit right here and here. About 5 years ago, I was attending the company barbecue lunch that was celebrated around Canada Day, which is July 1st. Like many people, I put on sunscreen to protect my skin from the high UV rays. I was outside for about an hour and I didn't feel any sunburns at all. When I went home later, someone pointed to me that I was having white skin patches on my face, and I didn't know about it until I actually looked in the mirror. After many visits to many different doctors, a lot of them told me that I have to use sunscreen. I had to protect my skin from sun exposure at all costs. That means try to avoid going outside. But in the last 2 years, I came to the conclusion that following this practice was not going to make my vitiligo better. It was actually going to make it worse. I did my own research and looked up the risks of using sunscreens from the point of view of someone who practices natural medicine. And I was coming to a conclusion and asked myself, does sunscreen contain cancer-causing ingredients? So I asked myself, am I going to use cancer-causing ingredients to prevent cancer? When I was using sunscreen, my vitiligo came and it got worse. And then after learning a lot from naturopaths, I stopped using sunscreen and these chemicals and try more natural chemicals like organic extra virgin coconut oil. That's the only product I use to protect myself from the sun, or I just use nothing if I know for sure I'm not going to go out for a long period of time. I've been using natural oils such as extra virgin coconut oil and avocado oil to protect myself from the sun if I'm going out for long periods of time. I know some research has pointed out that they don't have a high SPF like all sunscreens do, but I gave it a try. I never got sunburned once. I've been outside for hours in the sun just using coconut oil or avocado oil, and I never got sunburned once. At the same time, I looked at my patches. They didn't get any worse. I've met people who use sunscreen to go out for even a couple hours. They use the strongest SPF sunscreen and they still got sunburn. Another way I look at sunburn is you're not conditioned to go outside because you didn't practice going outside. I know some people are more prone to getting sunburn easily, but another way I look at it in general is if you're getting sunburn easily and you have the same genetics as myself, chances are you're not conditioned to go outside. It's just like if you are inactive all the time and all of a sudden you exercise hard. Going outside, to me, is just conditioning yourself slowly. So if you have to go outside for 10 minutes at a time and then come back inside, give yourself some rest and then try again. And then eventually you can build up a tolerance to the sun and not get sunburned at all.